Greetings everybody, Old Guy Jammin' here. We just finished up our extension cab for our Monoprice. That's a old pine wood box, and I covered it with stickers. And I know stickers don't stick to Tolex real well, but I wiped it down with alcohol and I'll sit it in the sun for a little bit, let that adhesive get nice and goopy, and then I'll rub them in real good with a cloth block. Anyway, a previous video, I loaded that with an ET65. It is an open back cab. I went with pine and the ET65 because the combination should be a little brighter, which the stage right will appreciate. I know this is an ivory, that is white, and that is because this is also, I'm planning to use this with the Ibanez TSA 15 amp, which is white, and it should look just beautiful sitting on top of that cab. So, now, let me talk you through this real quick. Super easy to add an extension cab that will allow you to use this speaker with another cabinet or another speaker, as long as they're both 16 ohms or both 8. And then you wire them in either parallel and or series. Now, this up here is key. External speaker impedance, 8 to 16 ohms. So as long as it's either 8 or 16, the amp in general is not going to care. This speaker in here could be either an 8 or a 16. I have 16 ohm speakers all over the place, so that's kind of what I like to use. So if I run this 16 ohm in parallel with another 16 ohm right there, I should be fine. My impedance will be 8 ohms because it's product over sum, if you're interested in figuring out parallel impedance, but I should be fine. Now, also what's key is when you use this external speaker jack, it disconnects this speaker or this load. So this is a normally closed 1/4 inch speaker jack, and when you put a cord mic into this, or a cord plug, a guitar cord, instrument cord into this, it opens a pair of contacts, taking this speaker completely out. But because the amp can handle 8 to 16, we're going to be okay. So, super easy. We will just need this extension jack. All right. Blue is going to act as my red. And I'll plug this in right up here so that we have red going to my red and black going to my black. As long as I continue that in this cab with red to the tip, and black to the negative side of the jack, I'll be okay. That would be parallel. Two 16 ohm speakers in parallel will give me 8 ohms overall, realized right here at the amplifier. If I was going to put these in series, I would want to go red from this jack here to black on that one, and then from red back to black here, so that each one of these is coming after the other one instead of both being present on the same available signal bus. Cool? All right, so let me talk you through. Simple, easy mod. Only cost you about 10 bucks. You'll have to have a cab, but this is what I've done thus far. This was a $10 deal on Amazon. Pretty cheap. I've got my wire, 2 spade connectors. These are female. I figured out where it would look best on this back plate, which normally goes up on the back of the amp. I used a 3/4 inch speed bore drill. This is a speed bore. And once I figured out my center, I drilled part of the way through until I could feel the tip coming through the back side. And then what you want to do, I had a video of this, but it got lost somewhere. But once you have a hole part way through, then take the workpiece and turn it over and finish your hole from the other side. That way you won't push out a bunch of material from the back here. You'll have a clean cut from both sides to make a nice hole so that this part of your jack will fit through nice and neat. Now, this particular jack plate has a taper. So, but this being paper, it's super soft. All I had to do was take my knife and with, 3 or 4 times around, I didn't do this in one sitting, but 3 or 4 times around, I just continued to cut a larger and larger hole out, keeping my angle at about 45 degrees until I had sufficient room to allow this to sit right in here so nice. And it fits just beautifully, nice and snug, nice and flat. All right, and then this comes with 3 of these black screws here that I won't even bother pre-drilling for because this is MDF, or a compressed paper product. I'll just decide, and I think I want 2 screws on this side to match those 2. 2, 2, and then 1 right there. I think that'll look nice. And then I'll put these connectors on the speaker and mount this board back on the combo amp. I will stack them up, turn it on, go get my guitar, and we'll do some jamming through this new E65 cabinet and the Monoprice. The Monoprice Stage Right Mini Stack. Of course, make sure to apply the appropriate warnings so that you don't do damage to your amplifier. Damn it, Jim. Oh man, it got bigger once I pushed the button. That's what she said. Just kidding, relax. Well, where can I put this? Oh, see, I need a producer.
No. Now.
Okay, I found an assistant. All right, so we have a dB meter here on the bench. We're cramped for space for some reason. There it is. It's been in operation for 20 minutes or so. I don't think there's any problem. If there was going to be, it's not hot to the touch. It's all good. We know what we're doing. And it sounds great. Wow.